constraint and statistical determinacy. The six-scalar relation that stated before for equilibrium in 3 dimensions, which are and sigma m although necessary and sufficient conditions to establish equilibrium, do not necessarily provide all of the information required to calculate the unknown force acting a three-dimensional equilibrium situation. Again, as we found with two-dimensional, the question of adequacy of information is decided by the characteristics of the constraint provided by the support. An analytical criterion for determining the adequacy of constraint is available, but it is beyond the scope of this treatment. In this picture, however, we cite 4 examples of constraint conditions to alert the reader to the problem. Consider this picture. These 2 pictures provide examples for constraint and determination, statistical determination. Part A of the figure shown a rigid body whose corner point A is completely fixed by the link 1, 2, and 3 as shown in this picture here. Links 4, 5, and 6 prevent rotation about the axis of the links 1, 2, and 3. Respectively, so that the body is completely fixed. And the constraints are said to be adequate. Part B of the figure shows that the same number of constraints, but we see that they provide no resistance to a moment which may be applied above AE, completely fixed, no resistance about AE axis. Here the body is incompletely fixed and only partially constrained. It is incompletely fixed and partially constrained. Similarly, the another figure here, this picture, the constraint provides no resistance to an unbalanced force in the y direction. The y direction is in this case. So if we push this, we make a force here, we can see that there is no resistance about allowing this axis. So here is also a case of incomplete fixity. Incomplete fixity with partial constraint. In the figure D here, as we see that if a seventh constrained link were imposed on a system of 6 constraints as shown here, this constraint here, the equilibrium, the more support would be provided than would be necessary to establish the equilibrium position, and link 7 would be redundant. Link 7 is redundant. The body would then be statically indeterminate. With such a seventh link in place, with only a few exceptions, the supporting constraints for rigid bodies in equilibrium in this book are adequate and the bodies are statically determinate. R-values sample problem solved in this chapter and available in the sample problem videos.